Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here again at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Saturday, January 23rd. Okay, looking over the next 4 or 5 days here, we still have a storm system that is producing some snowfall for portions of the region this morning. Many of you from the lower Snake Plain and points southward probably waking up to a little bit of accumulation. Generally, we're expecting that snow to taper off over the course of today, really focused on the southern Highlands and the Bear Lake region. I'll show you some timing on that here in just a moment. On the backside of that, we're going to be in a bit of a lull for a few days. We are expecting areas of fog overnight tonight into Sunday morning with also some low stratus clouds. That'll be more of an aviation impact on the backside of this system. Otherwise, generally dry, fairly quiet conditions for your Sunday, also your Monday, possibly your Tuesday as well. Can't rule out a few light snow showers Tuesday, but generally these 3 days are going to be pretty quiet for most of southeast Idaho. Want to throw on your mental radars here. There is some increasing potential for what may be an impactful long-duration snowfall event starting Wednesday for the Wood River Valley, the Craters of the Moon Arco area, and then up into the Upper Snake Highlands and Island Park. So that's something we're really starting to dig into here in the forecast. Again, that's starting Wednesday, possibly extending into Thursday or Friday next week. So we'll be talking a lot more about that potential here in the coming days, but just want to toss that on your radar right now. Current satellite view this morning, you can see there's some action still here ongoing across portions of southern Idaho, and that's due to this little low pressure system that's currently centered over California. That system will be tracking to the south and east today, and it will be taking the snowfall with it. So remaining light snowfall over the region will be sinking to the southeast and exiting the region by mid-evening this evening. You can see another system loading up here toward western Alaska. A lot of moisture and cloud cover indicated on satellite here. This is the next in a whole series of systems. This one's going to head east and eventually turn southeast and come down the coast here in a few days. Another system is going to load up behind that, so we're remaining for the next week or two in a very active weather pattern with a whole series of systems that are going to come in off the Pacific and bring us several chances of precipitation locally. Watches, warnings, advisories this morning. So if you're headed west toward the Treasure Valley and the Magic Valley, fog is probably going to be one of the things you'll run into. There is a dense fog advisory from the National Weather Service in Boise as you head out toward Twin Falls. As you head south out of Idaho or southeast, you can see some winter weather advisories that remain in effect this morning. Certainly some of these areas, particularly as you head further south and particularly in the mountains, still picking up some decent snow accumulations as that system slowly exits the region. Locally, we've issued an advisory here for the Bear River Range down into the Bear Lake area. Weather impact summary. Again, southern Highlands down into Bear Lake is really going to be your zone for additional snowfall today. All of that ending by this evening, but generally quiet. No major impacts elsewhere expected across the region today. I mentioned that fog for Sunday morning. Just about any valley or plain location across southeast Idaho is going to have some chance of seeing some patchy fog. Portions of the Magic Valley, the Snake Plain, into the valleys of the southeast and northeast Highlands is your greatest area of concern for some of that activity. So do bear that in mind. Quiet Monday and probably Tuesday with a slight chance of a snow shower here or there, but not expecting impacts at this point. And then Wednesday, here's where our attention turns for more impactful weather coming down the pipeline. Rain and snow showers for portions of the lower elevations in the Snake Plain and Magic Valley, and snow showers elsewhere with, again, that corridor from the Wood River Valley up through Arco and then up toward Island Park, right against the southern central mountains and the Montana Divide. Looking at some potential for some decent snowfall starting Wednesday. And again, stay tuned for information on that in the days ahead as we monitor that potential. Low temperatures as you head out this morning, generally in the teens to 20s across the region. We're headed for high temperatures today, generally in the 30s, unless you're up in the central mountains, but generally getting up to about 30 to 37 degrees, depending on your location here. Taking a look at the snow that's left over right now, we're still seeing some snow flirting with Pocatello and Burley here in the lower Snake Plain. The steadiest activity is to the south of the interstate corridors, and by 10 a.m. this morning, we should be done here for I-86 and the Pocatello area, for example. All that activity south of Driggs, south of Pocatello, south of Burley, it'll be slowly diminishing and sinking off to the south and east over the course of the day. So between 10 a.m. and about sunset tonight, this will be transitioning south and east. Last area to clear will be the immediate Bear River Range and the Bear Lake area, where your final snow showers may come winding down just after sunset this evening, and that'll wrap this system up for the region. Additional snowfall today. We're just about done here for Pocatello and Burley, but points south, generally a dusting to another inch is expected. A few locales here may pick up another 2 inches, particularly in the Bear River Range. A few other isolated spots. Again, that's new snow over the course of today on top of what did fall during the overnight hours. So remember, winter driving safety, it's all about speed. That's the single biggest recommendation we can give you. Leave extra space between you and other vehicles. Slow down. Use extra caution. Be mindful of the road conditions if you're traveling. Give yourself a little extra time, particularly if you're heading south and east of the Snake Plain today. That fog overnight, again, you can't rule it out in just about any valley or plain location, but the area shaded here is where our forecast is coming up with the best potential for some of that patchy fog tonight into much of Sunday morning. So, some safety tips here for fog. Again, speed is number one. Use extra caution. Slow down. Be mindful for other vehicles you may not be able to see very quickly. Use low beam headlights. And particularly where temperatures are cold, watch out for a few slick spots as well, as the fog may tend to freeze. High temperatures Sunday and Monday, a little bit on the cooler side across the region here. You can see highs getting up into the mid-20s to lower 30s for most locales, and very similar readings expected on Tuesday as well, before we'll warm up just a little bit starting Wednesday with that next system working into the region. And that's it for your hazard briefing this morning. As always, feel free to reach out to us with questions, comments, concerns via phone or email, as you see here on the screen. Our website is listed as well, and have a safe and happy Saturday.